shame on them, but I'm not going to put my money on it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the best place to build your tech career and have fun along the way. I'm Liz, and today I'm super excited to be bringing you another episode of Tech Touch-Up Tuesday. This is the series on my channel where I do makeup, get ready, I chit-chat with you guys, give you some life updates, and talk about some topics that are on my mind. Some stuff is computer science related, and some stuff is just world news related. So I'm really excited because it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and it's really fun for me to just have fun, do some makeup, and just be relaxed and get to catch up with you guys. So if you like these types of videos, just keep on watching. I just wanted to say it feels so good to be back having fun with makeup, chit-chatting with you guys, and some of the shadows that inspired today's look are these three shadows. So these are from JD Glow, and I have a few others, and I'll insert swatches at some point because they are so beautiful. And so yeah, I wanted to play around. We'll see which ones I end up using, but for the majority of this video, I will just be chatting, giving you guys updates, talking about things that are on my mind, and then just applying my makeup in the background. If you're curious about anything that I'm using, I will try to link it in the description box below. So with that, I think we're good to get started. I'm gonna zoom you in. Alright, so I'm picking up my ColourPop So Jaded palette, and I just am going to use this for the transition shades. I want the upper lid to have kind of like a neutral, yellowy kind of blend, and then I'm kind of wanting to do gold, and then I might do a pop of pink, and so that's kind of what I envisioned. But the biggest thing that occupied me during the entire weekend were the Olympic trials. So I particularly enjoyed watching the women's gymnastics Olympic trials. I'm obsessed with gymnastics and keeping up with all the athletes and statistics and seeing everyone and all their journeys to get there. I think a few of them actually have YouTube channels, so that's kind of interesting if you want to see some behind the scenes of training. I know Michaela Skinner has a YouTube channel, and Chelsea Memel, who unfortunately didn't make it to Olympic trials but did compete in the US Gymnastics Championships. Honestly, Chelsea Memel is absolute goals. She's a mother, she's a coach, she's an athlete, and she came back to train for this potential Olympic gold, potential world team spot. And so like her journey and her skill, the way she's been able to train, and watching it on her channel, honestly, like absolutely amazing and incredible. Some people don't understand or know some of the girls, but Simone and Michaela Skinner are actually the oldest on the team. So I believe Michaela Skinner's 24, Simone's 23, and then Chelsea Memel, I'm not sure what her age is, but much older than that. And so some people think that like the best of the best have to be 15 or 16. They have to be super young, but it's kind of cool to see some of these athletes breaking that stereotype, because Simone's the best in the whole world, and she's older than most of the people going to the Olympics. So I had a lot of fun watching that, and I was pleased with the results of who made the team. It followed with the scoring at the actual trials. So I was happy with that, because in the 2016 Olympics, just sharing a little information, the scores at the trials did not equate to who got spots on the team. So that wasn't really fun or fair for a lot of the girls that competed. So I'm happy that they followed these scores, even though of course there's always like bias with scores and with judges and whatnot, like it's inevitable. But I mean, I was really happy and excited with who made the team. And you know, the following Olympics for 2024, they're gonna have 5. Again, they're not gonna have just 4 athletes competing. They will change it back to 5. So that's gonna be great, because I mean, these girls only get like a once-in-a-lifetime chance to compete and make the Olympics, and so to be able to bring an additional athlete is amazing. Another athlete that I really enjoyed watching was Sha'Carri Richardson. So she did sprinting, and she completely blew her competition out of the water, and it just showed a clip of her running to her parents and her family after she competed. And so I don't know, that was really touching. So I'll link that in the description box below in case you need some inspiration or just want to, you know, feel like happy for somebody, because you could just tell how much like hard work and how excited that she was to have finished first in that race. I also wanted to say thank you to everybody who's shown support on my Mariah Elizabeth video. I know I have some new subscribers and I'm so happy and excited that you're here. And that video is the most popular video on my channel. It has over 20,000 views, which is so crazy to me. And I'm really excited and happy that I get to share more ideas and fun things with you. And maybe I'll be unboxing more Mariah Elizabeth things in the future. I love watching her content and watching her channel, and I feel like she's one of the people that does justice to like the YouTube creator community. I feel like she doesn't have like anything, you know, controversial, or, you know, she's not involved in drama, so I appreciate that about her. And I just love like the content, the art that she makes. It's like so fun to watch and gets my mind off of the stresses of everyday life. It's fun to escape into art once in a while, so I appreciate her for that. So now to deepen up the outer corner, I'm going to go in with a little bit of blue, and then I'm going to blend it with a darker color just because I feel like blue and green will make the pink pop a little bit. So I'm going to put this down and then blend it with a little bit of a deeper color. I also think blue helps make gold pop, so we love that. So I'm picking up this shade Sapphire, which is like a deep navy blue. I'm going to put that way in the very, very outer part of the outer corner of the eye. So basically, I wanted to talk a little bit about social media and the good and the bad and like what I've discovered this summer. So in last week's video, I mentioned that I wanted to make a video trying to go viral on TikTok in a week. And so I initially started that video, and then I kind of like realized that it's really hard to be on top of social media every day. I mean, I know that like, oh, anyone can post anything. Absolutely, anyone can take a photo and post it, make a video and post it. But to have good quality content that is posted consistently once a day or multiple times a day is a full-on commitment. And I mean, I've used YouTube the most like throughout my life. I love YouTube. Like, YouTube is the platform I spend the most time on. And so I wanted to branch out and try to experiment with the TikTok platform and then with Instagram a little bit. But basically, it's harder than I thought it would be. And so I'm gonna take a little bit more time to make content on TikTok, and then I will share it with you in a video and share with you like my results and like whether I go viral or not, because I've had a few hits with my videos. And if you want to check them out, here's my bio, Liz_Victoria_YT on TikTok, and then on Instagram it's the same username. It's been fun to make like shorter content because it takes less time than like making a full-on video on YouTube, but then all of the other steps still take a good amount of time, like planning and getting the right hashtags and trying to figure out the algorithm. And so that takes a lot more time than I had thought, but it's been a fun learning process for sure. So now I'm going to go in with the JD Glow Shadow in Sprung, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. But basically what I wanted to say about social media, like TikTok or Instagram, is that there are so many positives to be able to connect with people that you may never get to meet in person, people across the country, people across the world, and I really love that and enjoy that, and I think that's super cool, and it's something that would have never been possible like 50 years ago. And then there's like the con side of it, which is that it can be kind of stressful and people feel like they have to maintain a certain image, which isn't always the most authentic image. And so I have been trying to find the balance between like planned content and then not getting too burnt out, because for me, it helps me to plan things in advance so that they get done and that I'm not rushing to get things done. But sometimes if I plan too much, then I'm doing something that I don't really want to do, versus if I came up with an idea that day and I'm super inspired and I'm ready to just film it that day or post it that day. So that's kind of been something that I've been discovering this summer. And so I wanted to mention that. So I finished applying that JD Glow shadow, and now I'm going to blend it out with a shadow from the Lost in Los Angeles palette from BH Cosmetics. And I also added like black eyeliner to the waterline, but I also wanted to give an update about like YouTube and post schedule, because like I've noticed now that more people watch my videos in the morning and early afternoons than like if I post in the late afternoon or evening time. And so I'm gonna try to pick a consistent time to upload, and I'm gonna try to make it maybe a little bit earlier, because at some point I decided 12 p.m. Eastern, which would be 11 a.m. my time, but then I realized like for me it might be more strategic to upload earlier. And so when I decide that, I'll be sure to make an announcement in the video, and also I'll put it in the description box below so that you guys know when I'm posting. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to bring up. And I'm gonna deepen up the outer corner again. But basically my summer schedule has been really nice and flexible. I've been doing research, and my goal is to get a paper published by the end of summer, or at least like have it written so that it's ready to be published during the year. And so I've been working towards that and having like meetings each week and staying on top of everything. So I've been enjoying that, because this summer has been nice to reset and feel better from the whole last year where I didn't get to interact with many people. So I'm happy with how this is. I think we're gonna be ready to go in with the gold shade. I'm excited for the gold shade. This is called 365. This middle shade here. We'll just admire the glory right there, yes. And I'm gonna put down some glitter glue so that we have the most powerful impact of the shadow. And for those of you that ever get like eyeshadow falling on your face and you don't want to deal with that as much, it helps to put down a glitter glue or a primer before you go in with that shadow. So that can help it stay exactly where you want it to stay and not mess up the other parts of your makeup. So I'm thinking I want it here, just dabbing that on, wait till it's a little bit tacky, and then I like to do one eyeball at a time. That's about as much as I can handle. I always like to pat the eyeshadow and then rub, because again it helps with the fallout. This color, see, depending on what you pair it with, this color could look green or like very gold. Like if I were to do more orange and brown, I feel like this would pick up more yellow. And now that it's next to the blue, it's kind of picking up more green. Alright, so I repeated that on this side, and I took the 365 color a little bit higher because I was like feeling it, okay? And I'm just gonna deepen up the outer corner a little bit. We can even take the darker sapphire shade a little bit up. In addition to my summer research, I'm also doing the Google Data Analytics certificate course. So that's through Coursera. And I think I'll do a video on like a review of the course when I'm finished. So far so good. I'm really liking the structure of everything, and it seems like it will go through from no experience all the way to like beginning, intermediate. It's supposed to prepare you for a job in data science afterwards, so you get a certificate, and it also helps you network with employees, so it sets you up to network and have career opportunities, which is awesome. And I kind of took it because I haven't taken an official data science course at my university, but I do programming in R, and I work with data sets a lot, and so I do a lot of data analysis already. And so I was thinking, if I want to get an internship in that field or later start a career in that field, maybe I could add another credential. And that's also why in my recent videos I've been talking about data science, because I'm really intrigued by it and I'm excited to learn more and keep you guys posted. I did a video on like really cool, fun, interesting data science project ideas. So if you don't really know what I mean by data science, you can check that out and see how it applies to real life, because there are so many different things you can look at. I was debating looking and performing data analysis on the scores of the competitions for women's gymnastics leading up to the Olympic trials. And now that the Olympic trials are done, maybe I'll do some analysis on their performance in the actual Olympics. That could be fun. So yeah, these are just some ideas I'm throwing out there. All right, so I blended that out a bit, and now we're ready to just highlight the brow, under the brow, and then the inner corner. So I'm gonna take the white color in the Ciate London Editor palette, and I really like this palette for neutral looks. Like, I've been using it for everyday stuff and like pops of color for like spring. But I really like this just like light shade for highlighting, and then also it has like the perfect brow shade that I use to fill in my brows, which is like really nice and convenient. So something else that I was thinking of showing on like a Tuesday video would be like a productive day in my life or a productive week in my life. Just seeing like, one, so that you guys can like see what I'm up to, like what I kind of do during the week as like someone who is a graduate student in computer science and who does research and school and everything. And then also because it would like motivate me to get into a better, more consistent routine. And then I'm going to use this light blue silver shade for the inner corner. Yep, I thought that would help like brighten it and tie it all together, do something a little unexpected, you know, a little bit unexpected right there. Speaking of unexpected, is the name of a shade that I got from JD Glow, which I wore, I might put in a picture, and I really liked that color too. Like, the JD Glow eyeshadows are absolutely incredible, especially if you want like a one and done eyeshadow, just something that's like a statement. I've really been enjoying those. And if you follow them on Instagram, then you can see when they have sales. So pro tip about that, follow people on social media so then you know when the sales hit. And with that done, now it's time for mascara and bronzer. So now that I'm all bronzed, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Sailor Moon From the Moon blush, which, look at that, that's so cute. It has a little imprint on it. And I just thought this would help with, you know, the hot pink purple on the lower lash line. So this blush is definitely dramatic, and I'm gonna keep it kind of like high on the cheekbone, but not going into the eyeshadow. And then for highlight, I'm going in with the Estate Cosmetics highlighter in Lit. This is like just enough to where my cheeks will glow, but it won't be fighting the eye makeup for attention. Because I usually like to do something that won't compete with the eye makeup. So this is like kind of a more of a soft, gentle highlight, as opposed to like my ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in Flexitarian. That one is bright and blinding. But you know what? Do whatever makes you happy. If you like to highlight, cool. If you don't, cool. Something that I've been excited about is getting to try out some new restaurants and meeting people this summer. And I'm glad that things are opening up, and I hope that's the case for you. I hope you're all staying happy and healthy. The last thing I mentioned before my lip color is that something cool that just started is like this 6-week workout challenge. It's on the Sweat app, and I've been using the Sweat app just for at-home workouts and also working out, because my apartment does have a gym, but sometimes it's nice to do workouts that don't require any equipment. And so this is start of week 2 on the challenge, and so I've been doing well with it. And I also told myself that I'm not going to eat fast food, and I'm not going to pay for it. So if someone else gets it for me, shame on them, but I'm not going to put my money on it. So I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine Sheer Shiny lipstick in Make Out Break. So here is the completed look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you. I will see you on Friday with another computer science video, and then a week from today with another lifestyle, random, whatever I want video. Take care.